Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the topic fixed point iteration method. First of all, I will tell what is fixed point iteration, then the algorithm of the fixed point iteration, and the numerical of the fixed point iteration. So let's see what is fixed point iteration. Fixed point iteration is a numerical method used to find the roots of the equation. It is used to find the root of the equation. It rewrites function f of x equal to 0 as g of x, means we have given f of x, we will modify to convert into g of x, where g of x is an iteration function. Starting from the initial guess x0, we will take the initial guess as x0, and successive approximation are generated until the conversion, and iterations will be find until we will check that it is converges or not. Fixed point means of value x0, g of x equal to x0, here modify the function g dash x convergence condition, which if g dash x less than 1, then it is the condition of the convergence. Transform means we will modify the f of x is written as x equal to g of x. Mathematical formulation means how we find the numerical. This is the formula. This is the iteration formula. X n plus 1 is equal to g f of x, where n is equal to iteration means 0, 1, 2. We will put the value of 0, 1, 2, 3 is at the place of the n. First of all, start with f of x is equal to 0, given. This is given. Then rearrange. We will rearrange f of x as x equal to 0 f g of x. Then choose initial guess f0. Then we will compute this formula, and until n is step 5, we will find the error. If the error is more than this, then we will again repeat the process, otherwise we will print the value. Here the value of tolerance is equal to 0.001. Now and let's see algorithm. In first step, we will take the input f of x, initial guess x0, tolerance, and the maximum iteration that we want to perform. In step first, rearrange f of x equal to 0 into the x equal to g of x. Here in this first step we will arrange. In second step we will set the value of I is equal to 0. In step x1 is equal to g of x. Then in step we will check that the f of that x1 minus x0 is more than e. Then we will go ahead at the step 5, otherwise we will stop here and print x1. X1 is the root. In next step we will again check this condition, iteration should be less than I. If iteration is less than n, then we will go ahead, otherwise we will stop here and print that method did not converge. In step 6, set x0 is equal to x1 and increase the value of I by 1 and go to the next step, and go to the next step 3 and repeat this process and check again and again while we will get the desired outcome. And if this condition is satisfied, then we will print root x1 is our answer with required accuracy. Then this is means this is our answer, root x1 equal to our answer. Now let's see code. First of all, in this g function we take the modified value of f of x, and int main. First of all, we take the initial guess is equal to 1.5, x1 tolerance value, and the maximum iteration, and I is equal to 0. This set means we will set the value of I is equal to 0. Then printf these, and then printf these all values here, and then we apply the do while loop. Here x1 is equal to, we take x1 is equal to x0, then print the value of all these. Then again we set the value of x0 is equal to 1 and increase the iteration, and here we will check the condition. If the x1 minus x0 more than tolerance, then we will go here, we will end means, and this means here end means this value and this condition, both conditions are satisfied, then we will go ahead. If one of these condition is wrong, then we will not go ahead. If these both conditions are right, then we will go ahead, and iteration should be less than max iteration. If this condition is satisfied, then we go ahead and print root x1 and return 0, and this is our all over the code. Thank you for. Let's see the numerical. Here we take this numerical x square minus x minus 1 is equal to 0, x square is equal to x plus 1. Here we modify the f of x into g of x. X is equal to root x plus 1 is equal to gx. First initial guess given 1.5 and tolerance given is 0.001. In first iteration, we put the value in this and get this is the initial guess. This is the initial guess 1.5, and then we put this value in the formula, and in this then we put the value of x into this, and we get this. Here the error is less than e, more than e, then we go on the next step and update the value of xn by xn plus 1, and again we put the value in this, then we get this and find the error. Is this error, and in this error is more than e, then we go on the next iteration is equal to iteration 2, and again we update the value of xn by xn plus 1, then again find the value of xn plus 1 and again put the value, and this process repeat until we get the desired. At the 11th step we get difference less than e, then we stop here and print 1.618034 is our root. Thank you.